Right. So I have been involved with the local arts council for over a couple of decades, actually. First as a volunteer, and I've been in the role of executive director for about 7 years now. And in addition to operating the gallery at Artisan Square, we host a number of programs, including or presenting all genres of the arts, from visual arts to performance arts, literary arts. We have had a festival of the written arts for a number of years. We produce CDs and we have published books. So a real array of activities, all arts-based here on the island. The way our gallery operates is that we do an annual juring for the following year. And we like to present a diverse array of exhibits, both local and off-island artists, featuring artists who are, again, emerging and or well-established. So a real diverse spectrum. And we believe that islanders are extremely talented, and we have a lovely pool to draw from. But we also, it's really important mandate for us to bring in artists from off island that and to benefit both the local audience, but also to educate, to create awareness about other art forms that possibly are not being practiced locally. And then, of course, because of course we learn so much, and then we also like to attract, or we do attract a number of visitors every year. A lot of tourists come to Bowen Island, and so we want to showcase some great work for them to see. The initial thought around Aboriginal based or themed show came about through conversations that we had. Simon James is on our board, and we've worked with him for a number of years now. And he started talking about what that might look like, and that was pretty exciting in terms of talking about seeing work that we haven't seen a lot of in our gallery. Again, diverse forms, both contemporary, traditional, Indigenous art forms from different nations, different styles. So this was very exciting for us because, again, we hadn't seen a lot of that in our gallery. We were aware that it was there, but it's a bit of a distance for us to go into Vancouver, into other communities. So the idea, well, let's bring it here. And in fact, not only it would be attractive in terms of exposure for us, but it also has that appeal to engage a much broader audience than we might often have in our gallery. So it just started from there and grew in terms of excitement and ideas. And thankfully, we did have Simon to work with as our curator, as our guest curator, along with with Janet Aseva, who is our curator year-round. And between the two of them, they brought together some great ideas, and things culminated into what we are calling our Authentically Aboriginal on Bowen. So Bowen is an interesting community. We sometimes like to think that we're unique. We're not, but we feel a little bit special here. But to be honest, we haven't had in terms of our history and heritage, I think that it's very, the minority have been marginalized. We haven't had an opportunity to hear from those groups who aren't as visible in our community. So it's in a sense overdue. It's a conversation we need to be having, or dialogues that we need to be having about heritage and history and culture. And it's part of our mandate, again, is our role is to ensure that we are inclusive in everything we do. And so we thought, well, this is a good way to open up that conversation and to learn a lot more, and to exchange culturally, to enhance what is already happening here. So I credit Simon into educating us and helping us understand a little bit about the movement in terms of the need for authenticity when we are presenting work, and looking at that through a lens, I guess, through a lens, Aboriginal lens. And so we, again, embraced the whole idea, and he was able to put together a stellar list of artists to invite to come with their work here to Bowen. And we're just so excited about that aspect. And yeah, just really looking forward to welcoming people to our community, but also getting a stronger sense of our own community by doing this, and by understanding historically the people that did come to these shores, and why it was significant and what brought them here. So yeah, we just feel that it's really going to benefit us on so many levels, as well as our community and communities beyond this island.